I was bow hunting a week ago Sunday, and I hunt every day, at least once a day or twice a day, because that's about all I got to do. And I seen him come out of the woods about 100 yards, and I thought I was seeing things. Sun was shining real pretty, and it looked like there was a little glow around him, way as velvet. And I didn't know it was velvet. I thought it was because I've seen enough velvet deer that, but you know, I didn't want my mind to say it is and then be disappointed. But anyhow, he never come to me. I tried rattling, grunting, everything. Well, this understands why he didn't, because he doesn't care about fighting or the females. It was starting to add up a little bit in my head. And then it got dark. I mean, I watched him almost 2 hours till it was darker than dark. And I got down, and that's all I thought about for the next week and 2 days. I went hunting there at least once a day for the next week. Then gun season opened on Monday, and I was hoping he was still alive and he might be coming out. And at 10 after 4, I sat there all day. He finally stepped out, to my surprise, of course. And then I guess it was just that. Then it was all over with. And then I still couldn't believe it when I got down and touched him, that this ain't right, you know. I've heard these. I've seen little deer with velvet on them yet, but they're usually broken up because they can't take much. They break easy. And he was so good and so heavy. I was in amazement. I said, this is very rare. Well, the first thing I did, I took him home whole so I could get in the light and gut him out, and I took his love handle out, and there was no testicles in the sack. His sack was all intact, but there was nothing in them. They either didn't drop down when he was born or in the mother. Obviously there was a birth defect of some way, but to be alive, you know, he's at least 3.5 to 4.5, all the DNR that I've seen already. We didn't cut his jaw because I'm going to mount him, but to get this much mass, they never lose their antlers or their velvet, but they grow at a slower rate, where a typical deer will gain everything in 5 months. Where it takes him a year to do what one does in 5 months. He just had enough hormones in him to grow this, but not enough to think about breeding or rubbing it off. We bumped it loading, my wife helped load him. We bumped it, and the blood was running out of there pretty good, because this is still growing all the time. Now it's starting to dry because he's been dead a day. But yes, he must have walked around the woods real careful not to run through stuff. Even a cornfield could get him bleeding. So he was really, you know, he was very careful, obviously, because he's in perfect condition.